Hayo, are you struggling with your history optional preparation in your UPSC? Or are you struggling with the answer writing part in history optional? Then this video is for you. I'm Justin George from Gallant AS Academy, your history optional faculty. Yes, please try to watch this video till end if you are a serious history optional student for UPSC CSE exam. Because in this video, I incorporated the tips, the strategies, the experiences of our toppers and toppers across India who scored nicely in history optional, like 290 plus in history optional. So to start with, there are more than 10 types of introductions, much decent, better introductions to different sort of questions in paper 1, paper 2. But many students don't know. They either try a monotonous type of introduction or one or two types of introductions. There are different ways of introducing an answer, different types of conclusions. You might have heard about open-ended conclusions. There are different types of conclusions in our history optional. You must know how this analysis is developed in an answer, or what is the roadmap to analysis in an answer, how to safely conclude that analysis. Yes, how to present the thesis, or how to break down the thesis, how to present the various sources, especially primary sources and the secondary sources. Historiography. Historiography is nothing about, or it is not merely listing out these opinions of the historians. How to accurately place it, how to elaborate it, how to quote the examples, how to bringing that critical approaches and different dimensions. These are confusions for many aspirants. So stick on to this video. And here, yeah, first of all, we will start with certain types of introductions and conclusions. And one thing I will tell you, my dear aspirants, this answer writing couldn't be developed overnight. Continuous, consistent practice and regular feedback or regular, review, that matters a lot in improving your answer writing. But it is a very interesting job, or it is a very interesting activity. You see, let's have look into different types of, in this video I will present very quickly, I will present the different types of introduction, conclusions, and I will give how to structure different answers, especially from 2024 paper. Okay, there is a question, I'm taking questions from different like years. Analyze the contours of imperial ideology as exhibited during this Mauryan age. See, you may have different types of introductions. Here first I will present philosophical introduction. What is philosophical introduction? See, rooted in the Arthashastra's principles of statecraft and governance, the Mauryan imperial ideology was a blend of pragmatism and moral authority, reflecting Kaudya's influence on the administration and expansion of this empire. Nothing, it's very simple. It's, yes, with a philosophical background or a backdrop, we start this answer. Okay, philosophical introductions are there, especially in paper like paper one, ancient India, medieval India. When you talk about various theme oriented or various thesis oriented or various administration oriented or governance oriented, polity oriented, different sort of the questions, when you answer, you can start with a philosophical touch. That is one sort of introduction. Then see, that is a solid introduction. Nothing, it is simple, giving a clear, straightforward statement that accurately and directly address the demand of the question. Okay, what is the key theme gonna be discussed in the body part? Give a straightforward, clear cut, hint toward that theme or maybe that subject in the question. So Mauryan Empire's administrative military efficiency was central to its expansion, with a strong emphasis on centralized power and control. So what gonna be discussed? You are giving a clear-cut, direct, indication to what to be discussed. The theme has to be presented in the answer. Straightforward introduction. Innovative introductions are there. Yes, innovative introduction. See, I'm not discussing in the first part. I'm simply giving you this list of types of introductions. Then I will show you how to structure each introduction. Okay. See, innovative introduction engages examiner with a unique or creative angle, perhaps by drawing unexpected connections or presenting a fresh perspective. Nothing, it is bringing, a very fresh or an innovative, unique perspective to that particular theme or subject in the question. Okay, here Mauryan imperial ideology can be seen as early experiment in balancing conquest with the ethical governance, a precursor to modern statecraft. So balancing conquest with the ethical governance, a new perspective is added. There is chord based introduction. You start with the famous or relevant chords. Take care that it is not any chords, it is relevant chord which suits that particular context. Okay, here power is derived from the ability to enforce obedience. This principle of Kaudilya's Arthashastra underpinned the Mauryan Empire's approach to governance and the imperial ideology. So the question is very simple. We are on the question. What is the question? Analyze contours of imperial ideology as exhibited during this Mauryan age. So similar way, yes, with the court-based introduction, we are giving a relevant court to introduce that particular subject, that particular theme. Okay, so this is the way I started that answer. Contrast introductions are there. Contrast introduction is nothing but giving, a contrast, I mean, whatever the subject or theme given in this, like a question, yes, you start with a contrasting perspective. For example, while the early Mauryan rulers focused on territorial expansion, Ashoka's reign marked a significant shift toward imperial ideology centered on ethical governance and religious tolerance. So, Mauryan imperial ideology, the contrasting perspectives of that early Mauryan imperial ideology and Ashoka's imperial ideology. Okay, that contrasting element is presented here. Then, see historiographical introduction. It's nothing but it is, starting with historians' narratives or historiographical interpretations or debates on the subject. See, while R. Sharma emphasizes the economic motivations behind the Mauryan expansion, Romila Thapar highlights ethical dimensions introduced by Ashoka's Dhamma, showcasing the complexity of Mauryan imperial ideology. So this is the way we answer questions with the historiography. Thematic introductions focuses on the broader theme or concept that question addresses, providing thematic lens through which the answer will be explored. Contextual introduction. So I'm not explaining them. See, please try to understand different types of introductions. Contextual introduction, you provide a context, that introduce the subject. See, aftermath of Alexander's invasions, Mauryan Empire emerged as a formidable power with an imperial ideology shaped by the need to consolidate control over a vast and culturally diverse territory. So you set to the context, which is, yes, post this Alexander's invasions, what was the situation? Chronological introduction, nothing, you are providing a chronology. There is a comparative introduction. For example, comparing or contrasting with other imperial ideologies. Symbol. Yes, much like a Roman Empire in the West, Mauryan Empire in India developed an imperial ideology that sought to unify, control a diverse population through a combination of military force and moral authority. So this is something, a comparative, like this imperial ideologies of Roman Empire and Mauryan Empire compared. That is also the way of introducing an answer. Analytical introduction, where you put the analysis or you give the hint of analysis. Descriptive introduction, so there are lots of different types of introductions, and I will say how to draft each. That I will say. Similar way, different types of conclusions are there. For example, yeah, there is a question: discuss the role of Nur Jahan in the Mughal court politics during the reign of Jahangir. Historiographical conclusion. When you conclude this answer, yes, with the historiography, with the different historians' narratives, interpretations, you can conclude this answer. Then there is summative conclusion. What all you discussed in the body part, yes, that is concluded, that is like summed up with a futuristic perspective or a new dimension. So that type of conclusions are there. Open-ended conclusions are there. When you come to open-ended conclusions, please take care, it acknowledges the complexity, different possibilities, different dimensions, and yes, that complexity is accepted. It encourages further inquiry. You always leave a hint or an outlet or a door open for further discussions and debates. Okay, then it consider multiple perspectives, interpretations, and also it highlight these unresolved issues, unresolved nature of the issue. That is something, the open-ended conclusion. For example, there is Aryan migration theory or Indus declining theories, they're all, we usually follow these open-ended conclusions. There is a question, yeah, diplomatic conclusions are there, reflective conclusions are there, okay, open-ended conclusions are there, evaluatory conclusions are there, conclusive conclusions are there. So yes, these different types of the conclusions, please try to understand that these conclusions, these types of the conclusions, types of the introductions, yes, that will bring, a diversity in your answer booklet, or you have to approach different answers with the different introductions, and you have to conclude them with the different, styles of conclusions. So here, all the guys, when you practice answering, when you write answers, why many papers, like leave or left with the low marks? It is because of that, monotony of answering the questions, or you simply follow the same style with all answers, or with all subjects, or with all questions. So just get out of it. And I would say that try different styles of introducing answers, different styles of concluding answers, for which you must have, unique templates for each teams, each subject, or each topic. Okay, and coming to this, structuring part of answer. Okay, what we discussed here. See, types of introductions, types of conclusions. So how to introduce an answer? We have seen different chord based introductions, or maybe what is that called? Yeah, this like contrasting introductions, or maybe comparative introductions, or maybe what is that, analytical introductions, or this descriptive introduction. Similar way, we have seen different types of conclusions also. So how to write an introduction, different sort of introductions, how to write different types of conclusions. Then similar way, yes, how is that path leading to this analysis or development of analysis in an answer, or how to present these different sources or different theses suiting that context, or how to present the historiography, how to present the examples, and how to lead criticism or critical analysis in an answer. Okay, how to bring that to one third of criticism to certain subjects, or maybe topics discussed in the answer. That could be discussed right now. Okay.